Hey guys, Nathan here, co-founder of STI Unleashed International, and today I wanted to do a quick word on the power of persuasion, or how do you persuade people. And I believe that persuasion, right? So for those of you who want to get your kids to eat their dinner, or you want to find a girlfriend or a wife, or in business you want people to join your team, you want people to try the USANA products if you're in our team, the real key is having certainty in what you're saying, right? Having that sort of massive certainty in your communication about what you're saying, because that certainty, right? That certainty will come with energy and passion, and that transfers to another person. If you're not certain in what you're saying and you're asking someone to do something, then they're never going to do what you ask them to do, because on a subconscious level, you're not bought into what you're saying. Right? You don't believe what you're saying, and therefore they're going to unconsciously not believe what you're saying and choose not to follow you, because the impetus is not there. Right? So the real key is actually building that massive level of belief and certainty in what you're doing, but also in yourself, right? So I believe that the number one thing that drives the ability to persuade people and the ability to inspire people is the ability to believe in yourself first, and having that sort of self-belief. And I believe that confidence, self-esteem, self-belief, whatever you want to call it, begins in your trust of yourself and the relationship that you have with yourself and your word, right? So we call that integrity. Integrity, as it's defined in our organization, means doing what you say you will do, right? Saying what you're going to do and then doing what you say you're going to do. That is the foundation of self-confidence and self-belief and self-esteem, right? Because when you are someone who trusts yourself, right? When you have that kind of relationship with yourself where there's trust and there's certainty with yourself, right? When you look into the mirror, you know that you are a person who honors your word and you do what you say you're going to do, then that confidence in yourself, that trust in yourself transfers on to other people. So if you don't have belief in yourself, what happens is you end up needing to get your confidence or your belief from the people around you, right? From the relationships that you have, from the opinions of other people. When you have really strong self-belief, you don't rely on the opinions of other people in order to have confidence in that moment in what you're doing, right? Because you have core confidence. Core confidence comes within yourself. Situational confidence means you need it from the external world in order for you to be confident in yourself and have that kind of belief in yourself that transfers to other people. So I believe that the ability to persuade, the ability to inspire, actually starts in self-belief and self-confidence. And self-confidence begins with your relationship to yourself, and most fundamentally with your relationship to your word. And people that have high levels of self-confidence and high levels of self-esteem, if it's authentic, right? Some people can fake it, but you can't sustain faking it, right? At some point in time, like some people are really good at putting up facades, right? We call them con people or bullshit artists, right? People like that, they can fake it for a time. So sometimes they can actually be very good salespeople if they're very, very good at BSing, right? But the key is watch them, look around them. Is there anyone that's following them? Is there anybody, are they building an organization? And if you have somebody who's very good in sales, but they're not building an organization, I can promise you it's because of this. One, their integrity is not high, so people don't trust them because they don't trust their word. And if people don't trust you, that's because your integrity with yourself is low. Your belief in your own word is low. So if you say, for example, I go to the gym and I eat well and I'm a health coach, and right, if you're telling people to do these certain things, but your actions don't reflect what you're saying, you actually know on a subconscious level that you're full of shit. And you're not going to be able to buy into your own message or your own story. And therefore, when you're communicating with people, you're not going to be able to then transfer that belief into other people. So that is super important when it comes to your own ability to communicate and get other people to follow your vision. Is your actions have to be aligned with that vision. And when your actions are aligned with what you say, then you're going to be able to believe in yourself much, much more. And when you believe in yourself, other people will buy from you. Other people will follow you. Other people will not only join your organization, but they'll stick around, and they'll be leaders in your organization because they see you as someone that they want to be like, someone that they want to emulate, someone that inspires them. And you can only inspire people by being authentic about who you are. And you can only have authentic self-confidence when you honor your word and you believe that you are someone who can be trusted and can be count-onable. So I hope that helps. This is something that I've been trying to work on for a long time. When I was younger, I was able to exude a lot of what looked like confidence, but underneath it was built on a lot of insecurities. And for those of you who know me really well, dealt with addiction in the past, and a lot of that came from being someone else in the public eye and looking a particular way, but knowing in my heart of hearts, right, and knowing in my own mind that underneath the surface and behind closed doors and behind the curtain, it was a very different reality, right? And after a time, that begins to eat away at you. Your self-respect goes down, your self-esteem goes down, your confidence goes down, and it's impossible to be successful in any sort of venture if you are not someone who honors yourself and honors your word and does what you say you're going to do. So hope that helps. Get out there, make small promises to people, and then begin to fulfill on your word in particular areas. And if you have a lot of broken agreements in your life at the moment, the fastest way to regain your power is to go back to the people who you have broken agreements with and actually fulfill on those agreements, right? Get complete with those people in your life, and immediately as the broken agreements that you have get healed, your self-belief and your self-esteem will rise because you begin to be someone who can be count-onable with other people. And that is what they call integrity, and it's the foundation of a life well lived, it's the foundation of solid leadership, and it's the foundation of a massive, thriving organization. Because I can promise you, if there's a big organization built on a leader that lacks integrity and there's cracks in those foundations, at some point in time it will all come tumbling down. So get out there, clean up some of your broken agreements, start relating to your word as if it's your bond and it's who you are. And I think you'll find that it's easy to build self-confidence. You're going to be someone that people can trust, and your organization will grow a lot faster. So hope that helps. Love you, and see you soon.